Going on, everybody? Oh, wait, you're not muted, just letting you know, so don't say anything, scandalous. Can you hear me, Awais? Awais. How's it going, people on YouTube? How's it going? Welcome to our New York live trading. As always, we have our members in here on Zoom. We have you guys on YouTube here. Hopefully you guys can hear my audio nice. They're doing construction outside, so sorry about that. But yeah, we are looking to see what kind of entries we may have. The FF family got a sell entry last night in Asian session. And the free Telegram, which all these links are in the description of this video, the free Telegram, the mentorship program, prop firm discount, they're all in the description. But the free Telegram got the analysis, right? And I believe I even sent them this like a picture just like this that showed exactly what I was looking to do. Let me verify what I sent. No. Okay. So for the free people, all I did was send a picture of a chart that said there was one sell zone and then there was a higher sell zone. And it basically outlined what I think is going to happen. We ended up coming to that first sell zone, that first hour. Well, initially it was a little bit over here to the left. This 1 hour sell zone was right here. We came to a really nice and Asian session. We rejected, made a fresh body low. And so on 15-minute is where I had gotten our entry. We sent it in the paid Discord mentorship. And, from there, it is exactly how the cookie crumbles. We had two main take profit areas, or three, sorry. We had 1992 to 95. I had 82 to 85, which was just the prior lows. And then I had our weekly level of 1972. If you guys watched the video that I posted on, I believe it was Sunday, about my outline for the week, I was saying how I was bearish. I went over I was bearish because of a break of the trend line. I said I was looking for it to come down towards this 38 box and then possibly 61 box, which could take a long time to get down there, right? But that set up our bearish outlook for the week, which means I wasn't really caring for buys, right? We're at our third TP, which is a weekly buy level, right? I'm bearish, meaning I might not take every single buy entry, right? You need to see price action that supports whatever analysis or confirmation you have. And, if you were in the sell and you took your profit, which you should have left a runner, right? There was a little bit of a reason to buy, right? You can see that we came down below it. We had 3 wicks. And then right with this 8 o'clock open, we pushed right back above it. So if you were going to get in based off of that alone, you would have bought that next 15 open. Your stop would have been just below that area, the lows. And then you would have started to target the areas that we're aiming for pullback, right? So the prior low area, which was also a prior sell TP, 38 area, prior daily low, and then this 6-1 and 4 hour sell level, right? And if you would have got in it just based off of, we had a massive sell that needs pullback if we want to go lower. We sent, even in the free room, my personal 3 pullback levels, which now needs to be adjusted just a tad. So that would have been a valid buy for anyone to get in. It would have been a counter trend buy, which nothing wrong with that, right? Especially if you took the sell, because if you took the sell, that means you made profit. That means you're only investing past profits. So if you did buy that, if you are buying this pullback, I'm not saying get into it now. It's too late for that. But if you did, I see a couple people on YouTube say they did, congrats to you. And now I am personally waiting for this sell. So I don't know which of these levels we're going to reject. I don't care. We could go all the way up and make a new high. And personally, I wouldn't care, right? Because I'm not a gambler, meaning I'm not just going to enter because stuff looks good. I want to enter when it matches my strategy. I have multiple confirmations and the price action looks perfect. So until then, I'm 100% fine with staying out. We're up, I'd say about 700 pips this week, and it's only Wednesday. New York has just begun. So it should be easy for us to crack that 1,000 pip mark this week. But for now, on gold, I'm just waiting to see what we can have happen. I will give you guys my outlook on US 32. So,
yo, can you hear me?
I also sent my chart in the free Discord, for the people, or the free Telegram. My chart in the free room and in what I sent to the members was I was expecting us to come towards this 4-hour level before we started to see the bearish movement, right? I'm bearish here too. I outlined this little curve area that I'm looking to see continued. That way we can sell down towards the low 33,000 level. In Asian in London, we just saw downward movement, right? So I have a new 4-hour level marked up that I would like to sell. If I don't get any kind of pullback to sell, right, my next opportunity will be a break, a retest, and a resumption. I do have from this 38 as an indication that I would like to sell this if it makes sense, if we have some price action to support. But for now, we don't really. We have New York stock open here in 25 minutes. So hopefully we will get to see some more price action to support a sell or even a further pullback towards, this 4-hour level, or even Oasis Special Z level, my 4-hour sell level. And I even outlined how we could come all the way back up to the top, right? We have a daily sell, and it's kind of hard to see, it's kind of messy. But right here is where we have a day. I'll make it bigger. You have a daily sell level that you bounced off of twice now. You go down to an hourly chart and you can see that first reaction from it, right? You would have had a nice rejection. This candle open, you could have shorted with the stop above here. You could have targeted this low here, which you wouldn't have made. You wouldn't have hit perfectly, but you probably had somewhere around 61% pullback, 61%. You're rejecting it. You would have had an easy take profit there. The second time we came to it, it's a little bit harder because the break higher to grab the liquidity definitely would have scared a lot of people out. But if you saw it rejecting, right, here's New York open right where my cursor is. You could have taken that sell two on this open. The stop would have been wide. Don't get me wrong. It would have been at the top and you would have targeted this prior low right here, which you came to perfectly. Risk to reward is not as big as I would like to see it. I really liked it to be 1 to 2 or higher. But if that's something that would have floated your boat, that would have been fine. And I'm just outlining this because if we come back towards this 4-hour level, you have kind of a dual confirmation with the daily level there. We have the prior weekly high there as well. So if we are expecting downward movement, we can bounce off of that. We can break it, which we've already done. We just don't want to close above it on the weekly. And honestly, you will transfer that down to lower time frames. Like you won't want a daily close above it, right? Another big confirmation I had for looking for sells at this area is we have this nice trend line that we've used 3 times. Well, we've used it twice now. This would be the third. It already has 3 points, making this the fourth. You can't say this used the trend line because it started it. That's how come I say you have 1 and 2, which is now our third. But yeah, I'm expecting a pretty big pullback on this bullish move. It'd be amazing if we could come down towards this weekly level. at 32,300, you know, and just pulling out a fib from our low to our high. We got 38 down here at that 33 key level, which I mentioned, 61, 250 pips above a weekly level. But if you look at that 6-1 and you look at past price action right there, right? Low, low, break, using it as resistance, not amazingly, using it as resistance, still not amazingly, but you can see that. I mean, you can pull it back farther if you want to, and you can see the same thing. So, you know, that's a really good support resistance area, that 32.5 key level. So that's what I'm expecting. Not really looking for buys. I outlined how if we did break higher than the current high, I would be looking right at 34.2 for a possible reaction from another daily level. At the end of the day, this daily level was used twice. So if you wanted to break it and look for further sales, that's fine, right? You know, it 3 strikes and you're out. So that's how come if we were to come, that's how come I ideally don't want to see us come all the way back to the daily level, because it would make it not as strong as a confirmation as it first was. You know, just while I'm here, I like the fib from this lower high, because technically we already pulled back using this high to this low, right? We had that nice 6-1 that we love. So I like to do the new lower high, right? And at the same time, right, we have 38 right at a 4-hour, and we have 61 just above a 4-hour. You pull it down to where this was, and you still have a 61 at that, and then you have the Z level at the higher 4-hour. So the more you trade with fib, the more you know which ways you can do it. Oh my God, Oase, I think I can't hear you because I think I have my volume off on my computer. Oase, say something.
Yo.
Why the fuck I can't hear Oase? Oh my goodness. Do I have to have both AirPods in for it to work?
No, it shouldn't be the case.
Oase?
Hello.
Me and Oase probably should have sorted this out before we went on live, but you know, I was already running late. Oh my God, why are my AirPods like, I never put my AirPods on my Mac before. So I don't know. All right, let me just get my headset. I fucking hate this headset. He messaged me. He said, bro, I hear myself on the live. Meanwhile, I didn't hear anything. So I was telling him, I was like, yo, man, I can't hear you. Hold on, Oase. It's my apologies. Oase?
Yo, you hear me?
Okay, there we go. Hello, buddy.
Yo, what you saying? How's everyone?
Everyone seems to be doing good. Gold rejecting.
Hey,
Thank you for that little call out. I definitely wasn't paying attention at all to that. Yeah, it is. That is a nice little rejection. Me personally, I did take a small counter trend buy, which means I'm going to end up just closing out 75% of that, leaving that 25% runner with the stop loss at break even. And that's simple how you trade. You know, I don't want to say how you trade, how I trade. You know, if you don't like it, do what you want. But at the end of the day, I'm a profitable trader, so I do what I do. Yeah, I don't know if Oase wants to outline maybe his.
I'll take over then, yeah.
All right.
So pretty much, yeah, I was listening to what you were saying, and it sort of follows exactly what we're looking for. Right, let me share my screen.
Yeah, I got you. I was just sending a little funny message in our. You'll see it, you know.
All right, got it.
You should be able to. If you can't, let me know. Oh, share screen. There you go.
All right, I'll give you a quick breakdown. Okay. Let me know if you can see this.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Right. Okay, nice. So I've sent this setup on the free channel. Let's see. Let me get everything sorted. Right. Okay. So I was first looking at a sell from 2020 level, right? I was expecting at least price to push above this previous high, but because it still held up, like it sort of created a kind of head and shoulders. You can see that the head was there, price then came back to the previous resistance level and then held and then completely fell along with the UK inflation news. Now price is sort of giving a pullback, and exactly what you were saying, you could have bought the pullback from around at least when US session started. We already had that idea that price wanted to pull back towards these levels. I did send this on the Telegram as well, saying I was looking for a continuation. You can see here we've got a buy zone, which is now a sell zone. So the buy zone being at least from here, price pushed up, and then we had a little reaction here and London session, and then price basically broke through, and we'll hopefully use this as a sort of resistance level. Now, you can see that price is sort of reacting off the previous spike lows. I think there was two. I did see two. 15 minutes, there you go. You can see across this yellow line, we've got two bounces off this level, right? So a lot of people will be using it as a support and resistance sell, but I do see that price may seem to climb higher here, just to sort of stop a lot of these guys out, because I know a lot of people will be using sort of tight SLs, just probably extend a little bit more, probably like 50, 60 pips more, and then just finally see our actual move continue, because we do have, you know, this is the part of the sort of Z strategy thing, but we do have some sort of FVG, fair value gap imbalance around this area here, which is 89. You know, we're reacting off the 83 sort of imbalance that we left here. We've still got a bit more. So, you know, this is sort of coinciding with an order block as well. So the confirmations are lining up. Now this lines up with the strategy as well. So yeah, I'll be, you know, likely to take a position around about the 87 to around about the 90 mark up here. I think we've got two sell zones here. We've got a sort of larger one, which is based upon a higher time frame setup. And then we've got a tighter one based on the lower time frame setup, as I already sent this obviously within the Discord. I'm not going to name too many specifics because, you know, again, it's unfair with the people in VIP, because this sort of gives out some secrets from the Z strategy. But I'm here obviously sharing as much as we can with the free members. So let's have a look. You can see that price did reject. I want to see exactly what happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes. You know, we've got New York Stock Exchange open in 15 minutes. So I'd like to see some sort of reaction. I think I'd likely place manual sales. I think a sell limit will be good around about 89. This is where I've got my, you know, the best optimal position would be 89. And then you have your SL at around about 95. Yeah, I wouldn't want it to push any higher than that, because if it does, then you're likely to see price push all the way back up. And we still have untested sell levels, but I'm not sure if the volatility will be there, because, you know, again, we usually get these moves with major news events. So we just got to take it step by step. First, let's give out this sell zone. If it doesn't work, then we'll move on to the next sell. So let's see if we got a setup here. Yeah, so I'll give you an area like a proper nice sell zone. So anything within this sort of area, let me get rid of that, get rid of that. And then that sort of highlights your sell zone. Again, it's coinciding with two sell zones of mine. You know, the confirmations are stacking up here. And then I'd like to see price sort of push up into this 88 level. And you can place your sells between 87 and 90. That would be nice. Maintain your risk again with a 50 pip SL. And then, you know, your risk to reward is there. Look, we got 3 times risk to reward. We are aiming for 200 pips. SL is about 50, 60. So, right, yeah, that's pretty much it. That sort of explains that. Let's have a look. You went through the other pairs, didn't you, Peter? US 30 and that.
Yeah, only US 30 though.
I think I did have a US 500 set up. I'm not sure if it's a long shot. See how it reacts, because basically I'm just looking for a retracement back into this area. We have, you know, a huge amount of imbalance as well. So this is where, you know, my mouse is being weird. Here's my trackpad. So around about this area, we do have a gap. Yeah, I'm assuming that's from London. I thought it was from market open, but we do have a gap here which price could fill. I'm not sure if it's just this broker. I don't know, Peter, you can confirm that for me if you could. Actually, I'll do it. Yeah, it could be. Don't want to focus too much on the gap there.
I use currency.com. I mean,
yeah, I've got currency.com.
I think I do. Let me verify. Yeah, I use currency.com, that one.
Okay.
That's the one I like
Yeah,
the
the
most.
one I got.
It
Yeah,
matches
okay.
with my broker.
Right. So pretty much, yeah. So if we do have a gap there, we're not sure because some charts just fill it in. But yeah, we'd like to want to see a price push up first into this level. This is where I would like to sell. And then if you like, if you get that selling price, could start taking out some prior lows here as well. And we're still looking at bearish gold as well. So, we would like to keep stuff in line with the bearish pressure. So again, back up here. Remember when I said that people were looking to get in at this yellow line? You can see they've trapped sort of the sellers, and you can see that price is sort of pushing up here, back to sort of attack them, see if you can extend a little bit more before actually starting the move. So the reason why we have the sell zone as high as possible is so we can get the stop loss as tight as possible, and it sort of goes with like, okay, if it fails, then that right, that sell zone's failed, onto the next, rather than okay, the sell's activated, let's keep stacking all the way up, it's going to turn around, and then you get away from that sort of hope trading or revenge trading aspect, and it keeps you at least disciplined, which is why I like this strategy as well. Right, I think pretty much it's like now time to sit and wait. So I actually might place some limits now that I've done my talking. So bear with me, Peter, you can talk if you want to add anything. I'll just place some limits. What's the YouTube chat saying? Anyone asking any questions on that?
I don't know. I didn't look. Well, I have it in a window, but I don't know what they're saying.
Yep.
Someone said, "Hey,
Everyone.
Ace." That's it, really. Well, I mean, there's other comments, but it's just like,
I
hello.
want to. Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. Obviously, try doing more of these lives probably this week. And yeah, if you guys got any questions, just put it in the YouTube chat. Good to catch up on it.
Gold's trying to form that second rejection on 15. I wouldn't be selling yet, and I'm not.
Yeah, it gives you that sort of should we jump in? But if it goes, it goes. We've got the strategy.
I just wouldn't be surprised if stock open like pushed it up a little bit higher.
Yeah, just
like, and I would,
more.
My stop would be trying to account for that, but it would be in a technical level. It wouldn't be in a, oh, let me try and avoid a stop hunt, because I don't try and avoid those, if I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm never going to be like, okay, this is where stop should be. But if there's a stop loss hunt, it should be 20 pips higher. All right. If I think there's going to be a stop loss hunt, I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, it goes back to that CPI trade that you sent. I think I had that same position as well, and I was going to send it as double confirmation, but I just don't like it when the stop loss is close. I like to see like a pump up to an area and then sell, rather than at the news release then just buy or sell.
That PPI last week was nice. I was happy about that, because even the free room got that. I was a buy limit for that.
Yeah.
Like, it sent it in Asian. It came back 20 minutes before, got us picked up an instant upward movement, 150 pips in 15 minutes.
I expected price to sort of push up. I think it was this like sort of retracement back to this area. It happened around here, but the next one sort of just fell through. But I think there was like sort of sells pushing it back down. But yeah, this sort of follows what we were saying on the weekly forecast as well, that if price doesn't push up, just go for the sells and start targeting these previous yellow lines here, the previous lows. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're just taking the momentum and just going with it. My cats are going crazy. Not sure if you can hear that. Right, okay. We've got 7 minutes. Let's look at something else here. I'll keep closing the tab. USD, the same thing. I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but were you expecting some sort of upward movement forward downwards more, or were you starting to look for like sells from this area? Let's have a look. Right, yeah, USD pretty much the same. Again, we have a big FVG zone here. I wouldn't be surprised if price wants to sort of attack this area. If you get it, like, it all matters about timing. So we like to sort of enter within the US session. I didn't want to say this on the Telegram chat, but I think for those who are jumped in the live, be good to sort of start giving something away because you guys, joined the live. So pretty much we like to sort of look for entries around the US session within these zones. It does increase the reliability and the profitability of this trade. See, we could have had a zone which is I think London session does work, but it's not as beneficial at times. Sometimes it's, it's a bit on and off, hit and miss, that's the word, sorry. But when it hits US session, we do tend to get a lot of our great reaction sniper trades from that. So yeah, we're just sitting and waiting. Hopefully people in the YouTube or in the Discord, are learning some stuff that we were talking about. How to sort of analyze the market, how to sort of wait for your entry, and how to place your trade. So yeah, this is the position that we're waiting for. There we go. I keep clicking. I do that often when I'm sharing my screen, especially at work. Just start clicking around. Right, I think swear I had a message come through. The message came through about a free mentorship. So yeah, pretty much the free mentorship is if you want to get access to the VIP for free, just deposit at least $500 into a broker, which you'll be trading. And then we can sort of look to increase that as well with our trades. But yeah, so you can pretty much take our trades to.
Yeah, our
grow that
broker link
balance.
is in the description. So
yeah, I'm looking
join
at
them. They're fully what are they? What's that word? Fully
regulated.
Yeah, regulated. That's
There
the
you
word I'm looking for. So it's not, you don't got to worry about, oh, they're gonna run off with my money. No, they're fully regulated. The only thing I will say is if you're in the US, you can't use them. Just how shitty the US is. But if you are in the US and you want mentorship, you can always pay. Same with if you're in the UK and you want to just trade prop firms, fine. Just an option for those who are not looking to quote unquote pay for a mentorship, but want to trade. You got to put your money somewhere, in a broker or in a prop firm. So try and give you guys that extra option.
Right, there we go. So we're getting that sort of push up. Just getting my sell limits in.
It's cold over there.
Probably around about 10 degrees, 9 degrees. It's usually that temp here anyway.
What's that in fucking
Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit?
Oh, Fahrenheit. Great. Gonna have to do 10 degrees Celsius. Wait, what's the temp today? Has to do temp today. There you go. 12 degrees. Okay, so 12 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. 53. Is that cold? That looks hot to me.
It's 9:30 and it's already 73 degrees. The high is 81.
73, 81. Let's do 81. Wow. Great. You guys are loving it.
It was like 88 yesterday. Like this weekend, it was like 92. It was amazing.
Wow.
I love it. I love
That's
Miami.
Vacation.
Oh yeah,
weather.
Well, I mean, all last week it was raining like the whole entire week. Like there's a bunch of videos like the Fort Lauderdale airport like flooded, like all the runways. A bunch of people lost cars and shit.
Yeah. Because you guys are not used to it, man. You get rain.
Yeah, it's not even we're not used to it. There's so much stuff here, like Brickell and Edgewater. It's built in a flood zone, and then they're not. Anytime it rains, even a little bit, stuff floods. And then I think we got like the highest we got last week was like 6 inches of rain in 24 hours, which we don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah,
I had to go to like 8 gas stations to get gas.
No way. That's crazy.
And then I still waited there for about half an hour. I waited like 15 minutes in line, and then there were so many people using the gas that like it took at least 10 minutes to
Yeah, we kind of got
fill up. Savannah, I almost read Savannah. Mr. Charlie, we try to go live as often as it makes sense. Our mentorship members get a lot more lives than free on YouTube, but we try and do at least one free one a week on YouTube, so, but I can't say I'm live every day. Some days I'm not live, right? I might be live twice a week, but that's still time where you can, not that you can't ask questions in the Discord, you can, but Yeah, of course you can ask a question on Nas, whatever you want to call it. People make fun of me for how I say it.
Yeah, just use US 100. It's the safest option.
Yeah.
Right, this thing looks like it just wants to fall. I'm not sure.
What?
I would say, well, US 100. What were you saying on the analysis for this? Have you done it?
Oh no, I don't trade that.
Yeah.
I mean, it essentially, well, no, I don't trade it because it doesn't follow US
It
30.
didn't.
Like US 500 follows US 30 for the most part. So they're kind of interchangeable. But
Yeah.
even then, I don't even trade Forex pairs anymore. It's not worth it, in my opinion.
Did I send US 30 on?
How much is mentorship? Is it $89 a month or $600 for lifetime? Or if you deposit 500 or more dollars in the broker we have in our description, which is FXC or FOREXC.
Yeah.
I call it FXC, but it's the number 4XC. The link's in the bio description. Then you get the mentorship for free for the duration that you're trading on them. And no, I agree with you. I feel like a lot of people don't go live with their students because they frankly don't know what they're saying and they can't back up what they're saying.
But yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's what they said. They say, I feel like, a lot of mentors don't go live with their students. I think it's fear. I mean, I agree. I saw someone yesterday who said they was going to go live and then they complained of connectivity issues. I don't get it, man. And then a couple of days before that, they were screaming for 1992 buy limits. And then they said it got hit and they went 100 pips in profit. And then they were like, oh, wait, my bad. I went straight to loss. And I'm just like, man, just own up your mistake. Because I don't only take wins. I took a loss. I mean,
yeah, not everyone takes wins.
look,
It's just what they show.
I've taken, let me tell y'all on YouTube how many trades I've taken this week. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 entries this week. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are losses, right? And I'm still up on the account that I just counted those from, which is my master account that gets copied over for all of my like prop firm passings and stuff like that. I'm up 1.9%, right? I always use proper risk management. And if anything, the sell that I took today or last night, I used half of my normal lot and I still got 1% on that. So yeah, before that I was only up 0.9, right? It's fine. But if I would have used that full lot, I would have been up a whole nother percent. And let me make it better. And because I went to sleep on it, right? Which I hate doing. I put 1984 as a set TP. Because I was like, well, I wouldn't want London to take it to 84 and then I wake up in a stop loss, right? So I put 84. I could have got a whole nother 100 pip plus on that, which really would have been, if I would have used the furthest TP, which is what I should have done. And if I would have used my normal lot, I would have been an easy 2.5% trade. But, that's just part of the game. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. What's the best copy trader? I use Forex Solutions. I know people use something called, I think, like Social Trader, but I haven't used it. I use Forex Solutions. I've never had an issue with them. I love their support. I can message them right now, or I can message them 2 a.m. I can message them anytime, say I need to add an account, whatever it is, they're always there. It's a cloud-based service, so I don't have to worry about my computer being on. I have no problem with them. I love them. So that's what I use. Forex Solutions. And it's like the number 4X Solutions.
Look over again, that push up. Still waiting.
Is it okay to look for a buy set up on US 500? I mean, you could, but look, if you also agree that we should have more bearish, you shouldn't really look for a buy setup, right?
Yeah.
If your trend in your head is going to be bearish or you're waiting for that firm reversal, you should only look for a buy if it comes to one of your selling take profit levels where you're like, all right, I'm going to counter trend trade it. Like right now on US 30, we filled the gap that Awais was talking about. We're bouncing off 6-1 and the moving averages, and we're trying to reject. So I'm going to spend this entire next 11 minutes and 46 seconds of this 15 to see what happens. If it closes where I want it to close or below it, then I would start looking for sells. If it closes nice and bullish, I'll be like, all right, I got to wait for 33,982, right? But
Okay,
no,
we got
if
gold pushing.
you never really want to look for a buy if you're expecting sells, right? If you're expecting buys, go for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can add on to that. When I have sell zones and draw this arrow, a lot of people think that, oh yeah, it's going to happily follow the arrow and then fall down. What it could end up doing, obviously it's a bad example, but even if we push up, what it could do at this point is swiftly push down and then push up. And then you've entered a buy at the top here and you get pulled all the way down. You're going to end up, panicking because you don't have an SL, you've just entered the trade. So then you get pulled into drawdown. Mine gets all messed up trying to close a trade. Oh, I should have closed it. I don't want to make a loss. And then, you're just basically in a pickle. So at least at these areas, you have a solid plan. You're waiting for your sales and don't get FOMO trying to catch extra pips because, more time than not, say for the US 500, we don't know that price could end up sort of just turning around from here and continuing down. Again, this is just analysis. It's not saying that it will follow the area, but when it does, it's a lot, good feeling when it follows your arrows. I had these arrows from like down here when I shared it on the Telegram. I think if I can pull it up, if it's frozen, I'm going to reload. If I can pull this up. Great. All right. Didn't work, but yeah. You get my point. You sort of just want to wait and just stay patient and just take whatever trade sort of matches the plan. And again, this is what our strategy sort of drills into people.
Someone asked me how long it usually takes to pass a prop firm challenge. On average, it takes me like 15 total days per phase. I don't push trades. And for the most part, if I get 1% a day on prop firms, I will take a partial, even if I'm not in an area, right? Even if I'm not in an area when I would want to take partials, right? I try and leave the runner, but sometimes it's like, dang, it's Monday, it's 9:30 and I'm up 1%, might as well take it. So on average, it takes me about 15 days a phase. And that's total days, not trading days, because they count weekends per phase. The second phase, obviously a little bit less because it's most firms only 5%, but to get that 8 to 10, roughly 15 days on average. So you could say like a month and a half total, which really, like, come on now, can you go out and get $100,000 worth of real money in a month and a half? If you can, good for you. Trade that money. If not, go for a prop firm.
Right. So just to jump in,
pushing.
Told you it was pushing. So now that we're in like a good area, if it sort of continues through, it's okay. But if you're sort of selling from down here, you're getting pulled. It's already 80 pips from that sort of level where everyone will be selling from. So now we're stuck in a good area. We're basically around entry. So even though it looks like it's pushing, just let's see what it does patiently. All right, let's have a quick look at the other ones. Pretty much, there you go. Well, I know you're talking about US 500 about buying, but US 30 failed. You would have probably bought and look in drawdown here. 70. Right, gold triggered. Yeah, let's see what we do. Hopefully we get a swift reaction. That would be nice, especially for the live. That'd be good for live. Floating around entry. Did miss my higher limit, which is up here.
We're so close to the London highs that
you just gotta.
I just see three wicks next to each other, and they're the London highs, and I'm like, well, in theory, if we're here already, might as well hunt them. But what do I know?
Yeah, it's one of those, because it has just been pushing for a while now. It's been 200 pip push. Come on. But you can't really understand exactly what it's going to do. So it could even push up here. Remember when I was talking about the imbalances? It could, but then this is, could, would, should it. Just take every single position you see, and then you're good as long as your risks managed.
Yeah, there's general areas where I would like to sell though. We just tapped the prior daily low. If you use the higher low, the lower high we left in Asian and like at the end of yesterday as the top of your fib, then 93 is 6-1. If you use the high from yesterday as your top of your fib, then 95.5 is your 6-1. So like it kind of just shows you that, you should really be thinking of trading in zones, not like, oh, I needed to hit this specific price. You know what I mean?
Oh, why's my telegram not working? Oh, wait, it's loaded. Oh, finally. Yeah, because I just wanted to share that way in this trade, There we go. Just let me copy this link.
I mean, I don't have a specific win-loss journal. This is going to sound bad. I definitely have a win journal because I post at the end of every week, most weeks, I post on Instagram all of our trades that we took. I don't add the losses in there, but I don't delete losses from, the free room or from the mentorship. Like if I send a loss, I have no problem saying, we hit a 50 pip stop loss, but at the end of every week, I'm always profitable, whether it's 0.1% or whether it's 8%. Okay. 8% is high. I don't care for that. But I'm always profitable week after week. It wouldn't be bad to start counting the losses. I'm gonna be honest, just for like the sake of what you say to for helping a possible newcomer, but I don't, which is, maybe that's bad on my part, but I don't.
Ooh. I know I'm getting a bit excited, but come on. It's slowly pushing down here. All right, starting to get this reaction, 20 pips already. So, if
but you have your stop loss like 96.
Yeah, it was like 96, 95. So that would have been
more in that area.
That would have been like a 50 pip. Come on. It's not that aggregate. It's nice and it's good enough for these sort of moves. But if you see the risk to reward, you're like, whoa, okay, we're targeting what? 70 pips. So enough space, enough room left. See what we do. Stop moving.
Go update your message in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which one to update. I was gonna do it for you, but I don't want
Right, where are we? I'll just be like triggered. Oh, tell me what's it done? Delete the message.
I really don't want to risk this. Like to go back to that whole like win-loss journal, like most weeks I average 1,000 pips or more, right? So you could just throw in there 500 pip loss if you wanted to, and you would still have 500 pips, right?
Yeah.
When I count my pips, how much I make, like if you go through and add them up, most of the time what I send in terms of like on the screenshots, it would add up to much more than the actual amount, or it would add up to more than what I said, because I round it down for that kind of a sake, since I don't specifically count losses. I don't know if that like helps with the whole like, but it's not like I'm like, okay, I made 200 pips this week and I'm not counting that 150 pip loss, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, even if you were to say, okay, well, you lost half of it, okay, you still made 500 pips a week. If you use a one lot on gold, right, on 100K, one lot is nothing, right? Well, not nothing, but it's a good lot, right? Then you only need 1,000 pips to pass, right? That's $10,000. So at that rate, if you're making 500 a week, 2,000 a month, right? You made 20,000, you easily pass, right? Me personally, I really 75% of the time I stick to a fixed lot across the board, right? Like when I said I used half of my lot size earlier, I on that master account I was mentioning, it's 100K. So I literally used half a lot. I normally would use one. I didn't use it for two reasons. One, well, actually just really one reason, which was the timing. I don't like getting in on a trade when I know I'm going to end up sleeping on it. Because it's not a good feeling to wake up and be like, fuck, I lost. I'd rather be like, all right, I lost, but it didn't hurt that much, right? It was a 60 pip. No, it was a 40. Upon further inspection, it being a 40 pip stop loss, I should have risked my normal lot, but I didn't want to wake up like, oh man, I'm down now. And then my whole mood's up. If I would have lost $200, I wouldn't have cared, right? 0.2%. If I would have lost almost 0.5%, I wouldn't have really liked that. I'd rather watch myself lose 0.5% rather than just wake up and be like, dang, like, because more often than not, when those things happen, when it's like you lost because you were sleeping or away, most of the time the market will give you reasons to get out. You just weren't there to see them, so I risk less, but yeah, for the most part I stick to fixed lots. It makes calculating profit loss easier. It makes risk management easier, right? If you use a 2 lot, sometimes a 1 lot, sometimes, it gets more difficult, because what if your 2 lot goes for a loss, and then your 1 lot doesn't make up for it by just clearing the same amount of pips you lost? You have to get double, right? I have no problem going for less lot if I'm not 100% confident, or if I'm not, if I have a 75 pip stop loss, I probably don't want to lose 0.75%, 30.38. That's more like it, right? But like, for instance, on this, on my stop loss, if I was entering this buy, which maybe I entered, maybe I didn't, the Discord knows. Free people, I don't know, right? If I were to hit it, it'd be about 60 pips, 65, right? With where I have mine. Do I want to lose 0.6%? Do I want to lose 0.3? It's up to you, right? First 15-minute close, rejecting that prior daily low. Let's see what this one brings.
I think we've got a decent amount of space anyway. Price even wanted to push 92.
The only thing that worries me, if I'm being 100% honest, is those fucking the London highs being like right at where the stop loss is. And since like people are probably trying to sell based off prior daily low in this whole area, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a stop loss hunt. Doesn't need to happen, but that's the one thing that has me not, it has my confidence down like 30%. So I'm not like 70%, but
Hey ho, we managed our risk. If it goes, it goes. You know what I'm saying? Can't sort of win them all, but this is exactly why we sort of just want to go live. We get to, you get to see exactly how we're sort of reacting while the trade's going on. Obviously, Peter's panicking, but
I'm not panicking. You know what it sounds like when I panic. I'm just outlining what I see.
So, yeah, that's just true. No, I think actually I've got something to add on that sort of win-loss thing. When I sort of back tested this strategy, I went through all of 21, 2020, 2019. I did sort of like a 3-year full back test before I started opening up these VIPs. And it sort of, I did track the win-loss from there. And, a lot of the results were like crazy. It was like, at least 80 to 90%. A lot of them are wins. A lot of them could have been bought to break even. But most of them are just usually just like touch and go, right? I'm hoping 3 o'clock, the next hour candle can just be, it's just dancing within this area. Next hour candle just straight drop, that's what I'm hoping from this trade. Let it just sort of bounce around. But in terms of like our risk to reward, it's always been above 2. So when we catch a winning trade, it will sort of make up for, say, the 2-3 losses we've made. But I don't let it get to the 2-3 losses. When we make a loss, we usually come back. And I think a lot of you guys on Telegram have seen that, when we come back, we just sort of make it up straight away, and if not, make double. And then it goes back to what Peter was saying about his lot size. If you keep a fixed lot size, our risk to reward will always push you to make double than what you've lost, because we're always aiming for 100 pips if you got 50 SL. So then you could keep that fixed lot size, not even changing, not even over risk. Because then when you start going to two, increasing it by 2, you may get lucky, you may not. But if you keep that fixed lot size, you'll always sort of bounce back, especially when you've got a nice tight outline strategy. And this goes against obviously all the other traders that don't go live as well. A lot of them just sort of just send a signal and then just be like, oh yeah, 10-20 pips, and then they just like send fire, everyone's going crazy. But 10-20 pips on a small account compared to 100 to 200 pips, who's benefiting there? So yeah, that's what I was bringing up the last time. We're touching 92 now. Did it take my other limit in? That's just sitting there. Okay, fine, all in here on risk. So yeah, it's sort of climbing, but it's not that sort of. One thing when it starts getting stressful, let me just move this up here. Right, that's my sort of final one in now. Gave you like a 30 pip in here. So because this position only had 30 pips, you're likely to increase the lot size on this one just to fill up, because you have to sort of delegate your risk per SL on that position. So because if one's down here, you got 70 pips, so you're going to have to lower the lot size on that just to meet the 1% mark or 2% whatever you're risking. So that's how we sort of stack our positions. Right, we're all in on this now. Well, fingers crossed, pray for the best. Everyone, do their prayers that they become millionaires from this trade. We're all in.
I don't know about a million. I'm hoping to make $1 billion on it.
All in, yeah. Got a whole house on the
I got
trade.
my 10K lots out.
Let's go.
Hopefully hopefully someone's not like, I hope he's being sarcastic. I hope they're like, oh, I know he's being sarcastic.
Yeah, that's exactly
know,
how we are. It's exactly what we are, man. Just messing around. Oh. Right. Nice. Look at that little extra push. Are we pushing back down here? I'm gonna go on the 1 minute. Give Peter an aneurysm.
Push. Why you be trying to hate on me like I'm having a heart attack?
Hey, man.
Nah, man. I'm all right. I woke up smiling though. I'll send you a picture and show you why. I'll send you a personal picture.
Right. Let's have a look. Any questions while we're sitting here?
Look at what I sent you.
It's the nervousness off me as well.
That's how I woke up. And I still had the 84 TP on that. Imagine I had the 72, bro.
I see that. I'd wake up smiling. I'd
Bro,
still be smiling.
That's on a funded too.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That made me happy.
Right, we got 22 people in this live. Are you finding it? Yeah.
Nice. Yo, we need at least 22 likes on this. If we don't have 22, then don't expect me to go live again.
Yeah, facts, but just hit that like, there's a reason why people ask, because it's self-promotes.
I mean, you're not paying for this live and it doesn't cost money to press a button. So you already like to press buttons to make money. So press one to, show some support. Drop a sub,
nice. That's nice.
Oh, the Instagram, Forex funded. Everything's Forex funded, right? Everything. Instagram or Telegram's real Forex funded, but because someone stole my username. But we also have a 2x 100K giveaway prop firm going on our Instagram. So that's another reason why you should follow that.
Yep. Get that following.
Ends on Friday at market close, and I'm gonna do Instagram live, and hope to God that I chose a good giveaway picker, because last time I had technical difficulties. It was embarrassing for myself because it didn't work, and I had to go find one on live. But hopefully I find a good one this time and it works perfectly. But there's chances you get a 100K challenge account for free, and then you have more of a reason to be like, I'll spend $89 on the first month. Maybe they'll help me pass this, and we will. As long as you aren't silly about it and go open a 10 lot on gold, then I can't promise anything. Oh man, I love how like I get so involved in gold that I just stop looking at US 30. Meanwhile, like yo,
Wow.
it closed that gap, it rejected all the way back down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So in theory, this 15-minute is when I would look for a pullback. Excuse me. But since I'm already in gold, I'd rather not like lose twice. You know, it'd be nice to win twice, but like, yeah. So, I mean, you could look for it to push back up towards 33.9 and then possibly sell it with the stop at 33, 950 or whatever the high is on your broker that it left. But I wasn't looking at it at all. I just looked over and saw it was down. So, yeah. I need to go make
This is
some food,
always,
but I'm lazy, so I'm probably gonna end up at like McDonald's or fucking IHOP.
there's always at this point, you know, when it's like not too far away from SL, like it's just sitting there and it can sort of go either way. It's one of those ones where once it's in this area, you just gotta look away, man. Because there's plenty of times where I've just been like, oh, it's just gonna, and just, panic myself over it. But if you just
That's what
sort
I
of,
did last night on the gold cells. If you look at the
yeah,
picture, I had that entry like twice. And then I closed it because I was watching it too much and I was like,
yeah,
no. And then I got right back in and I was like, well, that was good. I did.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. If it does a full thing, if it does push up, I'm just looking at our backup option here.
If it pushes up and hits our stop loss, is assuming it doesn't hunt us, like I mentioned, which I don't think it will at this point. If it does, then I'm really gonna wait for like 2000.
Yeah, this is my sort of next level that
And
I'm
I
watching, but
probably
then I
would be
don't.
done for the day. I'd be way too not scared, but then I would be having an aneurysm if I took another
Oh
one
yeah,
and
yeah,
I lost again. Because then it would be
yeah. I
like, well,
don't know
shit,
if
I only
it's
made 0.2%. Right. If I
okay.
lose right now, a fixed amount I'm going to lose, I would lose from my 0.98% all the way down to what, 0.7. Still a good day. No one's complaining. But if I take that 0.7 to 0.4, then I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? And then I'm going to be depressed all day. And then I won't be able to play Call of Duty good. And, that's the most important thing, right?
Hey, look, we
So,
got 50% retracement from this entire move, right? There's your sort of first confirmation. Second confirmation, this is my buy zone, it's an at sell zone. It's coming into this area. Third confirmation, it's sort of using the smaller time frame zones as well. So for me, it's just like, okay, the confirmations are there. I'm happy that I entered this trade. It
I'm going to
doesn't
the
work out.
restroom. I'll
Doesn't
waste
work
will
out. Go for
handle
it.
you guys.
Go for it. Doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. But if it does, then you know that what look, this is it's you can sort of make notes. How were you feeling before, when you entered the trade? How was it going? It's like sort of sitting around entry, had a lot of people panicking, or so, for me, it's just like, yeah, it is what it is. It's calm. And then if it works out, then you should be like, yeah, next time, just sort of, if you were panicking, just be calm. If it's following your thing, just trust in it. It's trust, because, you could just look at a chart and start playing mind games with yourself. If it does go, goes. But at the end of the day, you risked enough, you risked the right amount to not panic. If you are 10 lots in and you're in drawdown and you start entering from 82 and you're still in freaking drawdown, like what, 70, 80 pips, then I'd be panicking as well. But because we've got, these two zones that the Z strategy clearly outlines how to get these tighter zones, how to get these, sort of sniper entries if you can. If it was a news release and price sort of pushed up here, we would have, easily had a straight reaction of 90 to 100 pips. But because there's no sort of news, we're just sort of on the back of the UK inflation reaction. This is just a retracement, isn't it? So we're just seeing what the US traders do if they want to continue. And yeah, I'm hoping that they do, because it looks like it's sort of slowing down, toppling over. Right. So the people in the Discord and people in the YouTube, just write in the chat. I want to see who's in this trade, just so we know who we got to look after, who we have to pay out if it doesn't work out. Yeah, just drop a message, say me or something. I just want to see how many we've got sort of following our, because we're going live, we're just giving you these sort of setups for free. Let me check the YouTube. It's 24 people. Anyone even in this trade on YouTube? Maybe I'm not getting the updates, but no, it says it's live. Okay, we got one guy's in the trade. Nice. Hey, 3. Who's in the Discord? Hey, Gary's in. Okay, got a decent amount of people. Nice. So I guess we're all in this together then, yeah? Stops at 95, yep. Yeah. Arch trade, okay, as long as you don't get some sort of stop. And I think it's getting later in the day. I'd much rather see a reaction between half 1 to 3. So if you don't get this reaction at 3 and it sort of stays here, then it's
Hey,
just,
wait,
yeah.
look, there's Alexis.
Hey, okay, nice. You're in as well.
We like Alexis. Alexis is the definition of a good Forex funded family member.
Hey, loyal from the day one.
Yep.
Day one, bro. Okay, going up to this new hour candle. And now it's the moment of truth. I think this will give us either a pump or a dump. That's what we're going for. Let's have a quick look at the other ones while we're waiting. These guys could have a nice big reaction here. US 30 for a dump. We don't know. Still wait though. I'm in at 91. Nice. That's a good entry. So you're around entry there. So yeah, you got a nice tight SL. So we've had a few attempts at this level. Now I want to start seeing some lows being broken. So I start looking for the smaller time frames. Let's have a look here.
Did you hear me to say check your Telegram, or was I still muted?
Oh, you're muted, boss. I've checked it anyway.
All right, cool.
Yes, yeah. All right, okay. FF for life, nice. Let's go. Yep. So pretty much. Let's see what thing is saying. Bad boys for life. KG, let's go. Anytime.
KG's here.
KG is in here, bro. He's in the Discord.
Mr. KG. I love talking about KG because if you've been in our live before, I mention KG like almost every time because KG is like someone who didn't know how to change his lot size when he first joined, like maybe 2 years ago, and now he makes money on his own and doesn't even need us. That's like exactly what we want to see, if I'm going to be honest. Someone who doesn't know how to change a lot size and gets mad at me on the phone talking about this is too hard. And now he can trade by himself. So I like seeing that progress, not perfection, right? Someone has to know where that line I just said is from. Someone's got to be a friend of Bill, not just me, right? Uh-oh. Wonder if my coronary is incoming. Just messing. I've seen this plain price action dude before too. Thanks for the support, man. I've definitely seen your name in our lives before. Appreciate it. And I mean, Simon is Simon McGarrigle. I know he's a loyal follower, member, whatever you want to call him. How many likes does the video have, Awais? Are we going live again, or did we get our? Did we not?
Oh yeah, like when they send the YouTube videos at 2,000 likes, and we got like it live again.
It's not at 2,000 likes. What is it at?
Let's refresh. It's at 19.
All right, that's fair enough. All right,
whatever. All right, well, we need one more.
We need one more like. Which prop firm is the best? My top three are
Right, guys.
FTMO, my Forex funds, and I guess I'll make it 4, top tier trader and the funded trader. Fifth would be the Forex funder, but their support is fucking terrible. And I'm an affiliate. Man, it's been the past minute. I can cuss all I want. I like the Forex funder, but their support is horrendous. You DM on Instagram and you have to message them like 8 more times. I'm funded with them and they're still horrendous with their support. And payouts are fine, everything else is good, but that makes me mad. They're still a newer firm, so that's all right. But top tier, okay, so FTMO FTMO and my Forex funds are interchangeable for number 1 spot, right? So whichever one you put it to, cool, whatever. Top tier and the funded trader also interchangeable for 3 and 4. And then, the Forex funder 5. I mean, I have a list of like eight prop firm. No. Let's see. I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 firms. If you get funded on their max, you get $3.1 million. So, and that order go E8's. So that's what I was gonna say. The order I have for best to worst, and for that 3.1 million is FTMO, my Forex funds, top tier, the funded trader, E8, and then Rocket 21. I don't know much about Rocket 21. Their Instagram is, but they're backed by a bunch of traders that are popular, quote unquote. So if I had a problem, I know where to find them, basically, because most of them live in Miami and most of them I know personally. So if there's a fucking issue, I'm going to come to your house and I'm not going to say what I'm going to do because there's not going to be an issue. But, the other firms because then I have 3 more after that. That is a different one. I have the Forex funder, funded next, and next step funding. I don't know God shit about next step funded and funded next. I haven't gotten funded on them. I haven't even tried to get funded on them. I pass challenges for people. They don't seem to have issues, but me personally, I'm not on them. The Forex funder is only at the low end of that list because of their customer support. I like the Forex funder. If they had better support, I would love them even more. And you can also get 20% off with the link in the description. And I get paid to promote them if you join, and I'll still say that their fucking chat is the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. Not the worst, but it takes forever for a reply, and that pisses me off. You know what I mean? Because they don't have oh, great. There's my coronary. Oh, well.
Oh, well, yeah, it probably will continue still.
I'm telling you right now, if it takes those fucking highs and dumps, I'm done for the day. Done for the fucking day. Still in the trade. I have a 96.5 stop loss, which is like 10 pips higher than the fucking highs, which a stop loss hunt probably would get taken out of, but whatever. Which firm pays weekly? I don't know. Most of them are bi-weekly or monthly. I'm not worried about getting paid weekly. I don't give a fuck.
Well, it was still in the trade.
I know. I'm just saying my coronary is incoming, since you want to call it that. Not a big fan of that 15-minute, though, if I'm being honest. What the fuck is it doing?
Push. I think, I did drag mine to 96. I just update the chart here. It's around about there, so it's still here. But yeah, it's just gold being gold, the usual thing. But we were following the plan. And, the second, if it wants to continue and push really strong today, I will definitely be looking to sort of jumping in at least one more, just due to sort of probability. Where's my box?
The high is now an equal high if it doesn't go any higher.
Yeah.
From the London high.
Yep. I can put a line there.
Which I'm not no fucking SMC trader, so I don't know if that's better or worse. I imagine it would be better because then you can fall down and then come collect that later. But I don't trade smart money concepts. I think that shit's stupid as fuck.
Cool. All right. Okay. Freaking hell. That was close, but I know some people had them at like 95, but yeah, don't try jumping in. Just if you got taken out, you got taken out. We'll look
If
for
you
another
didn't get
entry.
in general, now is not a bad time. But you hear how I'm talking about it. I'm not the biggest fan of it anymore. But yeah, it is what it is. That happens in trading.
I guess if I look for what we want to see is you want to see price sort of break below 89 first. If you start getting a push below 89, 87, wait for a recess. Yeah, you wait for a recess, then you're like, okay, I've got in, I waited, wait for my confirmation. If price doesn't break 89, then price is still holding a sort of smaller time frame pump here. And then you're likely to see, price sort of just pull down a bit, retest 92, and then continue up here. But yeah, if it does that, it does that. We're just waiting. Takes you out. Yeah, with this sort of pump here that we have, I would like to see a retracement. So I wouldn't mind seeing another sort of sell. But yeah, it'll be around about the 2001, 2002 level. But again, man, it's just all that matters about timing. We do have these untested levels here, so it doesn't matter. I still got this that I was waiting on, which is above 2020. But yeah, getting there today, long shot. But if it wants to keep
2020,
pulling
if it
through,
goes there today, I would be sad I didn't buy more at the bottom.
yeah. What's it doing? It's floating. It's trying something. I would have expected it to push straight through.
When did the bullish pressure start? Oh,
305.
wow, right at 8. Yeah, I don't
6,
know. I'm not a big fan of those trades where it's like, okay, well, New York started bullish and now for some reason it's going to reverse with nothing. But we could just, as long as we argue that the bullish is just pull back, it's fine.
Yeah.
Even then, it's bouncing off 6-1 right now. The highest 6. So the higher 6-1 is 95.57 and the current high is 95.48. So we'll see.
Did it push higher than the previous one? The high is
No.
565.
No, not on my chart.
It's bang on
On my chart,
585.
they're equal highs. The high is 9548, and this high is 9548. So that's why I'm saying I think SMC would trade that. It's okay, we have equal highs and we came down from it, so we left liquidity there, so we have to go and take that later.
Yeah. It's a double top sort of liquidity thing. So you could possibly see it as that. There's my liquidity. Oh, no.
People are probably like, I thought you hate SMC. How do you know how they trade? I know how they trade because I know how a lot of big people trade. That way I know what to look for to take their money.
Facts.
I'm being 100%. I don't want to purchase Modern Warfare 2. It said I had a free weekend to play. You guys are retarded. Okay, that word's going to get me canceled. I take that back.
Hey, take it back, bro. I'm trying to get you cancelled. Like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to see it by myself.
Yeah, y'all getting a bunch of free sauce on this live for sure. Make sure you share with your friends and have them tap in. See, look, Alexis knows what's up. But for real, it said I get a free week. I'm not paying $65 to play multiplayer twice a week. Fuck that. I'd rather play Warzone every day. It says April 9th. Oh, it starts 10 a.m. No, 10 maps. Wow, I'm retarded. When does it start? When does it start? I want to play Call of Duty. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So isn't that like fucking 1 my time? Great. Nice. Lovely. Oh, well. Maybe I'll just go to the gun range.
Yeah, we've got like certain no news anyway to even enter later. So if it does, it may just either just slow down here.
Don't we not have any news at all this week?
Yeah, it's a weird week to take holiday, but yeah, we try to. I guess we give the source to the members. And yeah, KG was mentioning some stuff. We missed it. He was talking about the funded accounts.
KG's name is Kenneth George.
The what? I never knew
His
that.
name is Kenneth George. That's what
The
KG is.
second or the third? Kenneth George
Oh,
the
the
second.
fourth. He's the fourth. I'm just kidding. It's not Kenneth George. Yeah, imagine it was though. Imagine it's Kenneth something. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, how did you know? I'm just good like that, KG.
Right. Okay. What's everything else doing? You want to have a look at yesterday? You can take over if you want. I know I've just
No,
been sitting on.
I'm 100% fine.
That's cool. Yeah, it's
I'm
just
not trading
right force
US
in it.
30.
What day is it? It's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Feels weird, but yeah.
If I
All
take
right,
my loss
Wednesday.
on gold, I'm done for the day.
Yeah,
Still
I
be
think.
up more than 0.5% for the
Let's
day,
see.
so I'd
Let me
rather
check
not
who's.
take that down, like I said.
How many people we got in there? Thingy. Right. So just to recap, we are still in the trade. It didn't take us out. So who wants to go? Please go. This is why we have the stop loss above previous high. Again, if you did
How
get
did I buy
taken
this
out,
PlayStation controller yesterday and it already has stick drift? What the fuck is this shit?
yeah, it's PlayStation controls for you.
Okay,
Are you
you
playing
PC
Call of
cuck.
Duty while we're live? No, I got
Uh,
PlayStation myself, you
I
weirdo.
cannot
What's wrong
confirm
with
nor
you?
deny that claim.
I've got a PlayStation myself. Why would you call me a PC guy?
I thought you were a PC gamer, that's why.
I use controller on the PC.
No, I've been PlayStation Nation since I was like 10.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I think, yeah, I think it should be fine. If you guys got taken out, you probably could attempt again, but I wouldn't promote it as much. But it's just up to you. Like, if you do it, it's all on you. What's my cat doing?
What's my
we
cat
do.
doing?
It's going after some wires. Oh, wife's laughing. Whoa.
When's the baby coming?
Baby, we already got 2 kittens, bro. No baby.
No plans whatsoever?
Nah, we're living life at the moment.
Good.
Right, after much stress, price is back. 10 pips in profit.
For real? What? You're lying.
And then rejected. Great. Why do you have to speak? Yeah, it's just falling back down from there. So the 15 rejected back into the sell zone. So it didn't sort of close up there.
Where is your stop loss? Mine's 96.5.
Mine could be bang on 96. Yeah,
That's
mine's
not
bang on
financial
96.
advice though. That's just you asked me a question and I answered it.
Oh,
Letting you
someone
know.
asked a question. I thought you were asking me. Why was it on the live stream?
No, yeah, they asked the question.
Yeah, I think he playing price action had it at 95, so he may have got taken out. So yeah, it's just up to you if you want to enter again. It's just with timing and stuff, I'd expect
And
with
stuff.
sort of
Gonna go get some Nando's later.
it's Nando's, bro. Nando's? What's Nando's? You don't get
know.
Nan.
Fernando Alonso.
It's Fernando.
That's coming up soon. I'm going to the F1 in Miami. That'll be fun.
Oh yes, that's it. I'll see if I can see you in the crowd.
I want to go to the
Been
one in
watching for TV.
Vegas too.
Yeah, that's gonna be lit.
Is 1969 your projected TP? I would love to take it back down to the low of 1972 would be amazing. But I have areas that are to come before that. Like I would take a fib from the low to the high we're at and look for 38 and 61. And then I probably would still look at 82 area, which hopefully would be like 61 area. You feel me? Mr. What It Do? I'll tell
What
you
it
where
do,
mine should be.
YouTube? Yeah, that's like an intro. Yo, what it do, YouTube? What's going on? Welcome back to another video. I gotta make some more YouTube videos, man.
Okay, so my TPs would be 86, 82.5, 79.5, 75, and 72. And then if inshallah, I'll take it all the way down to 56.
Inshallah, brother. Yeah, okay. You know what? While this is in, let me
I
just go and let's look at some higher time frame stuff anyway. So give some, education to the man's on live. Right. So after, it is sort of following the weekly forecast that we gave out. You can see that once price sort of dropped back in this range, I was like, if price doesn't push up and breaks through, just, you mainly look for sells. And that's exactly what we were doing. I was trying to sort of catch a little higher zone, but again, Peter came in clutch with those sell zones that he did send out. Now, pretty much what price could still do, I'm still watching this whole area. Yeah. But we don't have like news events to do that. So because there's lack of news events, gold price is easily, it can be manipulated to get there. It depends on sort of the timing and all, when they want to sort of done the market. But again, we have this whole zone from 2015 to 2035. The way I sort of look at the market is whenever what we've done is we've broken a trend line, but in terms of the distribution phase that we watch, we see that, we had these highs here, it got taken out, which is by here, came back into the range, that got taken out, and now price is sort of taking out some lows. Now it's sort of time for like a turnaround. I'll do that sort of arrow thing, something like that. Oh, that was so bad. But if I Control Z this, right. So now in this sort of aspect, you've got this whole zone. You wouldn't mind seeing price coming back up to here, then sort of doing that. But we got to sort of take it step by step, because it's sort of, the lack of news events, and price was dumping from, when was it, like London session? Like I woke up and I seen this and I was like, okay, the move's gone, right? But same thing here, we're just sort of getting in. The move can continue, but any sort of pullback you get, you want to see if you can solve this, because what it's doing, it's just sort of gathering orders the higher it gets for it to continue. And the bullish pushes are in a way sort of manipulation. You can see that, so it's just pumping to a level for it to continue. I think we had this here. We usually get something. Actually, I think we've seen something like this before, where we have a big drop. How big was this drop? Let's have a look. 400 pip drop, and then price sort of consolidates. Let's have a quick look around where we can see that. Is this one? Yeah, 500 pip drop, and then we got a sort of consolidation, and then. Actually, in this case, price actually never broke the low at all. So because it never broke your low at this whole area, you're likely to say that, right, I want price to sort of take out some liquidity. Again, it goes back to the smart money concepts. If you do, that price sort of just continued to climb. I feel like if we did have a sort of smaller time frame, there would have probably been a sell zone somewhere sitting around here. Yep. And the price sort of tagged into it, and then you can see collect all the previous lows, and then boom, there's your sort of impulse move to continue. But usually that's what happens with gold. When gold sort of has a big drop, I think that's a 15-minute time frame one. I'm not checking that chat, but I'll keep looking back at the trade. We're good. I'm just trying to give you some source while we're on here. Oh wow. Oh, power up your plan. But lucky I didn't need that part. I needed this. Same sort of thing. Price came to a low, started consolidating and moving down, and then you see it took it, pushed up, and this here would have been your sell zone on a smaller time frame. 5 minutes, you see price here came back. There's probably imbalanced FVGs matching the Z strategy sort of thing. And then what time is it? 1:30. We had a drop. I don't know if you had news here, but I think it should be in settings where I could see historic events. Look at that. Look at this. What was it? NFP. And that sort of goes back into the thing. See, tagged the sell zone, NFP helped push it down, and then it ended up dropping. And this is a continuation from a previous drop. So when you do get that, just don't expect that, all right, we're going to get a retracement. I'm going to start buying now. The sellers are over and price will go all the way back up, because most of the time gold just wants to continue on an impulse, Right, let's go back to the chart. Do you have any? KG left a comment for everyone. Let's have a look. Any questions upon that? Just let me know. I'll have a look at the chat now. Not used to these lives, but hope that helps. What a slow trade. This is the whole idea of, yeah. I think the fact that it's consolidating within this area, if it doesn't sort of break a low within the next sort of, if it wants to push this high again, I'd see it sort of pushing up. So, you know, you'd get that sort of analysis there to sort of just manage your trades a bit. Obviously, we're in enough. We've got a stop loss there. If it takes it out, the time's gone. I don't like sort of trading after 4 p.m. when London's starting to close. I like to get in and out. If we take a loss, don't we will be back tomorrow. But if it doesn't, I want to continue. Let's just see if we can take these lows at least and get back down to at least TP1. So I can keep that there. Then
Does anyone know why people open 35.05 trades instead of just one lot or something? I don't understand that. It makes no sense. Is that something that they teach in SMC? Because there's no logical reason why you do that. You take a fucking partial profit.
yeah, I think I can add on to that. I think what the way it basically looks like they've taken a small position, but the overall profit's just like, whoa, you made all that much from that small amount. And then, yeah, I don't understand. This is
No,
what
the
exactly
best is when they have their account in ZAR. And it's like,
Oh,
oh, I
yeah.
made $1 million. And it's like, yo, like your account's in ZAR. You made like 10 racks.
That's probably on the demo as well, most likely. But yeah, it's funny. The funniest thing is obviously when you get like 10, 20 pips and they're just like send fire, bro. And then everyone's going crazy for 10, 20 pips. That's the thing that gets me. But come on, bro. 10, 20 pips are not going to pay anyone unless you're on like 10 lots, 20 lots. And then you can, but even then, you're probably scalping or gambling at that point. What's everyone doing? The chat. You got any Muslims in the chat? Anyone ready to celebrate Eid? Soon, like, I don't even know when it is. It's either Friday or Saturday. Maybe even tomorrow. You know what, Peter? In this time, I could just sort of log into what you sent me. Just use
I don't know why you didn't.
Yeah, I think I was just sort of maintaining the livest 11, but yeah, it's probably one to sort of start fresh on a fresh setup.
Yeah, but you just redeem it now and then don't trade
Yeah,
until, Monday if you want.
it says sign in, but
You get
you
45
got
days.
oh yeah, it's enough time. It says sign in, but what's the link to sign into?
The FOREXFUNDED.com.
Oh yeah. Right. I think I'll probably have to leave it there. Might jump off. It's gonna be one of those where
Yeah, not a
if you want to
bad
stay
place
on.
to stop it. We already went over all of our possibilities and what we're doing if it hits stop loss.
This is it goes to the point that live, we only sort of go live at certain points where we think that okay, you guys can benefit from this trade, but usually on news events, right? This is where you'll get most hype, most sort of the biggest reaction as well. But instead, like these sort of times, it's like a lot of the
Come on
time
now, we all have better things to do with our time than sit here and stare at the
yeah
computer. That's not freedom.
yeah facts. But we do sort of in these sort of lives, we do sort of go over these golden nuggets. So yeah,
Yo,
what
how
we've
did
sort of
someone just send me a friend request on fucking
Facebook.
No, on fucking PlayStation, like out of nowhere. I don't tell my thing to anybody. I'll add them. What are they gonna do? Hack my account?
You probably want signals on
I
PlayStation.
would laugh so hard if they were like, "Yo, bro, I'm watching you on live." They
Watching your
just
live,
guessed
bro.
my name. Oh, if I'm gonna be honest, I think I said my name earlier because it's the same. I think it's the same as my fucking. It is. It's the same as my Telegram.
Oh wow, is that actually?
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but guys, this is where we're gonna end the live. Be sure to check the links in the description for our free Telegram, our Instagram, our paid mentorship. You know, the link to join FOREXC, FXC, whatever you want to call it, the broker of choice here at FF. You know, you deposit 500 or more, you get a 50% deposit bonus. You get access to our paid mentorship for the duration that you're trading.
We could show them that actually.
You can. I'm not sharing the screen. But yeah, you know, we'd love to see some new faces on either the free trading room, the paid Discord, the Instagram. You know, we'd love to see you guys there. We hope that you're subscribed to us. You got those bell notifications on for all of our weekly uploads, any of our lives, you know, and we hope to see some of you guys furthering your Forex knowledge with the help of us. And we hope you enjoyed your stay here today on the live. You know, be sure to check in, rate us 5 stars.
Yep.
You know,
and give us a good review on TripAdvisor.
Thank you.
But just take over. Yeah, this is pretty much a lot of people want to see our sort of VIP and how it looks. I know it's on Discord. People are sort of, stepped away from like, how come it's not on Telegram? But usually it's pretty simple to use. You can see everything's in sort of categories. And yeah, it's also organized in that way. You can see that my analysis is all in one place. I sent sort of all my stuff, the trade subs, and then you got Peter's. You can see that he sent his look at that. It's a nice sort of sell that we caught there as well. And then I think we have, we've got another guy who's a member here as well. He sends his trades. And then we got your good old trading chat, profits, everyone's putting them in general. And then we obviously got the Z strategy, which I'm not showing on live. I know you guys are sneaky when you get some stuff for free, but we give you that free access through that broker. So if you're looking to switch over, even I use that broker myself. So yeah, you can get on that. What's it doing? Likely to climb up. I think I'll jump off here. But as long as this is where it goes to the risk management, if you guys are sort of panicking, right, in a way saying that, right, I've lost a lot of money, that stuff's all on you. Because again, we want to risk, say, 1 to 3%. It shouldn't really bother you, this sort of lot.
You should not even be risking 3% on a trade. That's another misconception. Motherfucker, I barely risk 1% to trade and I still make my money. So I don't recommend that 1 to 3. I recommend 0.5% to 1%. And I'm not going against him, but like I think it's wild when people say they risk 3% on a single trade.
1% going on here as well. But yeah, it just goes to the smaller accounts, because a lot of people just be like, $250, but make 1%, it's like £2.50. It's like,
well, you shouldn't be trading on a $25 account.
Yeah.
If you don't have at least $500 to trade, you should not be trading. And I will reiterate that to anybody who wants to hear that. If you don't got $500 to trade, go fucking drive Uber Eats, go do anything to make $500, and then come back when you have $500, whether it's for a prop firm or whether it's for a deposit on a broker. You're not going to fucking do anything with $25. Let's be real.
Exactly.
So don't try it. It doesn't make sense. But yeah, we will catch you guys later. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully we see you guys in the free room, the paid Discord, whatever it may be. But until next time, hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Yeah,
someone said you can this weekly with my Forex funds after getting VIP every couple days.
There we go.
Gay Station versus Goat Box. More like it's PlayStation versus Gay Box. I was going to say another one, but I'm not saying that word on this live. Well, so yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, see y'all later.
Peace.